that's how I lost the tip of my
I held it really,
finger.
really in to say nothing.
I mean, isn't the tradition to yell as many obscenities right before the camera turns on as you can?
But it's already turned in now.
We'll do it live.
Too late.
We are live. Let's go.
Ooh, that's actually a good question.
Oh,
Should I
shoot,
go
my-
live? No, I'm not gonna go live.
Nah.
I left my phone, which has resources I need.
My dog's
Keep
an
going.
idiot.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so
But he's a cute one.
last time we played, you guys basically went into Thousand Leaf, one of the major cities here in Allaeros, where you ran into and met up with
Dazarak.
Thank you.
Good job.
And you guys separated from the group that you've been escorting, Eric, Raymond, and Hother, as they took their goods off to claim their reward and to get the funds to pay you back for the protection you provided. Meanwhile, you guys were introduced, like I said, to Dazarak on the way down the elevator. And y'all... Gosh, what did y'all do? Oh, that's right. You guys separated a wee bit. Yeah, a bit of shopping. Olden made his way around town while mapping, ended up finding a gizmo shop. Who went to the jewelers? That was
Tetra and I.
Petra and
Yep.
Relisa. And then Unit 7, Sherfa, and Dazarak went off to a...
Daz was
Scroll
with
Master,
us.
something along sort. Oh, he was with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I thought he was with. Oh, never mind. Who?
He was with us.
Didn't we have 3 people in Unit 7?
Nope.
Don't-
It was Sherfa and
Nope.
Unit 7.
Oh.
Olden was by himself, and then it was the 3 of us.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
never by myself.
You were with Borby.
I always have my best friend.
That is true.
Oh, ouch.
But you guys.
I wasn't with you this time.
You guys. Dang, did I? Where are my notes? Dang, I'm at that point where I got stuff spread out in different places now. Okay,
Well, I don't
you
know
went
where
to
mine
the
are.
arcane shop, the applied engineering, where there was a gnomish man named Noprok. That's right, the Serpentine Panther Jeweler, ran by Worthy Star, a Tabaxi, and the Bird's Eye View, which is the Aarakocran kind of mail depot there that fly in and out of that chute that drops the giant platform into Thousand Leaf, allowing people in and out. But as you guys kind of were handling your own various businesses, you heard a kind of shift in the city as lanterns begin to light up. You notice that the water flowing through the middle became calm. And you'll eventually made your way back to the tavern, the Waxing Knight, I believe is the name of it, maybe.
Yes.
And yeah, you guys meet up with Hother, Eric, and Raymond, where you all have a round of ale, and he
Got our monies.
Yep. Did you get? Yeah, you guys got paid, and you guys clink jugs, and yeah, that's where we pick up inside this busy tavern.
Still in the tavern. Alright. What time of night basically is it?
It's essentially
early-ish?
like 8, 9 o'clock.
Okay. Tonight.
And yeah, they have various steaks. They have some fish cuts, herb and with butter. They have oatmeal with cream, a vegetable melody. They have a famous drink here in the city. They have a nut mix. So they have a few.
How's that
options.
song go? The vegetable one?
The song?
Yeah, you said a
'Cause it's a
vegetable
medley.
melody.
Oh, ha.
Just
Oh my god.
starting off strong tonight.
So, yeah, you guys all have the ale, and Eric kind of looks at you and, well, we thank you for your professionalism and escort, and it was quite an adventure, something we're not quite used to, but visiting the Cinder Valley was quite interesting, and the happening in Zagast Underrock, and you see Hother kind of go eyes
Yeah, no
wide.
kidding.
Sorry about the dinosaurs.
Well, part of the dangers of
Didn't mean to
traveling
leave you.
across the country, but good news is we were able to acquire a bit of a bonus from
Wow.
our employer. And he pulls out some gold, dumps it on the table with large clatter, and sorts out 100 gold pieces to each of you, excluding Dasarak.
Mm-hmm.
But gives it to everyone, so you can add an extra 100 gold to your inventory.
Hooray!
Wow.
Nice. That's
Some
awesome.
bonus. Holy moly.
And I mean, no offense, of course. I mean, it was our job, but there's a bit more of that for us as well. But
Good.
that's just a portion, obviously, that you earned. I don't think if we had any sort of normal escorts, we would have made it all the way. So, well earned, well earned.
You.
Is this
Hopefully,
the sort of job you guys run often?
No, not at all. And honestly, Eric kind of looks around. I don't think we'll be doing it again. That was it's quite dangerous. I mean, that long of a travel for I don't know what we were carrying, but
But you lived.
it's-
you
That
didn't
means
even
you
know
can
what
do
you
it.
were carrying? Never looked?
It was a locked chest. It's a steel chest, locked up. No, we don't know. But they paid, I mean, a lot of gold. I was able to give each of you an extra 100. Each of us got about, 5 times that?
Yeah,
Never
I mean,
made noise,
you-
did it?
That's a lot of
20
money.
gold says it was a crystal.
You never did an insight check of any sort while you're around.
I'm asking Eric if
Oh.
it ever made noise.
Not that,
Was it a mimic?
I don't know.
I'm more scared there was a human in there, but we traveled for a long time. It would need provisions, so
I
I
thought it
doubt
was a
it.
small box.
Maybe it's a dead body.
It was a large box.
Big enough
Well,
to
I mean,
hold a
You
human.
can fit dead bodies in all kinds of things.
Yeah. I mean, like if they were dead bodies, you could fit like 3 dead bodies in there, probably. It wasn't that long, but it was like tall. Like it was probably like, let's say 4 foot.
It's a wardrobe.
Tall, about 4 foot wide,
The corpses have to stand.
This,
about a 4 foot cube.
remind me, Ethan, is your character old looking or just sounds old? Or tries to fake
He-
being old?
Dang.
He is hunched over and he sounds old and he is dirty and wearing dirty clothing.
Is he wrinkly?
Yeah.
I don't
does he
know.
think
You
he's-
haven't gotten a good look, have you?
I don't know.
You
He
don't
was
know that.
all up in my
We were-
grill.
I thought we were talking to him face to face.
Yeah, you guys are at the same table, so yeah, give a decent description.
I'm gonna look real hard at your face,
what's your
dude.
passive insight, Tetra?
Pretty
Or
high.
investigation. Passive investigation.
Oh, stop.
Make it go back.
Mine's
8
19.
the Ocho.
8.
Mine's
Passive
19.
investigation's
He's an old
really good.
guy.
Leave
But
Leave
my
it.
perception is 18, so do I perceive any wrinkles with my eye holes?
It would be investigation to look for details as such.
But
But go ahead and
oh, I see. There's no wrinkles. I didn't investigate anything.
Oh my god.
It takes a glance to see that.
mechanical.
At least you said there's no
mechanic-wise, that's
wrinkles.
not how it works.
Hold on, let me dig inside
No,
your mouth,
don't touch
find
me.
some wrinkles. I gotta investigate.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I mean, Dasarak, what's give a little bit more detail for those who have above 15 investigation.
Let me look. I'm
Okay,
looking.
he's clearly dirty, but he does not look all wrinkled. In fact, he has elvish features. And most people would know elves live a real long time, so
Yeah.
they don't show age for quite some time.
Yeah, elves
I'm just-
don't show age until they're like well in their like 7th century.
Griff is just trying to figure out if she wants to still hold up her elders' respect or just see you as a crazy old man. She doesn't know which one yet.
Cool.
Those are kind of the same thing.
Yeah. It can be in certain situations.
Hother will kind of get up next to Olden and just say, So I heard that there's a place in the rich part of the city that we might be able to kind of looks around and taps his nose and says, might be able to go to. Probably not tonight. It's a bit late. I'm a bit tired. Need to rest up a bit before we, do any extracurricular activities.
Can I try to overhear this?
What's your passive perception?
16.
Yeah, he's not particularly whispering.
Okay.
But the tavern is called Deep Well's Bottom.
Deep Well's Bottom. All right.
Speak to the barkeep and tell him that you need say this phrase. I need to pay the toothy tab with a well-oiled fish.
I need to pay the toothy tab with a well-oiled fish.
That's right. Should get you in
A or D?
with a well-oiled fish.
No, A 2 feet tab or D 2 feet tab.
I need to pay the toothy tab with a well-oiled fish. Anyone who has a passive perception over 15 would be able to hear this conversation.
Okay, I don't.
I do. Nosy Relisa.
I don't hear or see anything. Alright.
Eric would just be like, well, there's lots to do here. There's jobs, obviously. I'm sure the guard could need help if you're looking for that. I hear they have some sort of, and he looks over to Unit 7 and Relisa. I hear there's some sort of wizard battle thing that happens here. And Hother jumps up. He says, yeah, the Vortex of Chaos. Oh, it's magnificent. They've started doing that recently, and there's prizes and a competition. It's expensive to get into, though.
I mean, the rich
Well,
people
I
are into all sorts of
suddenly had
extravagant
money.
things.
Kaitis will kind of chime up. He's been quiet a lot. And Kaitis will say, I've been thinking a lot lately, and he's kind of holding his mug with two hands. I think I am gonna, if you're able to spare the coin to, pay off your debt, I think I am ready to turn in this badge.
Too bad
Aw,
we're not paying.
Kaitis.
You're gonna have to stick with us.
You get to stay with us forever.
He laughs.
Wow. Well, I knew the day would come.
It's up to you.
Seems sooner.
It's your ward. It's your responsibility. I'm assigned to you until it's completed. And if you're not ready to part with those funds, I get it. It's a lot of money, but the other night you asked me, and I think it might be time.
Do you have any idea what you're going to do afterwards? You try and settle down somewhere?
I don't think I'm ready to settle yet. I have a couple ideas, but
You should open a tavern.
he smiles, and I don't think being stuck to a single location is sounds interesting to me just yet.
Seem your style.
You should open 7 taverns.
Don't push your dreams on me, Tetra. Live your life.
Wait, yeah, we should go into business.
Let's pool our money
Not Olden again.
and retire.
Are you
Aw.
still thinking about heading back to Marshwood Web?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Gross. Why?
Take our money.
You have to pay
Oh.
instead of being a courier. I'll take it for you, and it's a lot of money to transfer. That's one thing I'm not sure how they're gonna do right with this new system is transferring so much money. Although I suspect that most people that run into these issues probably won't be transferring such a large sum at once in typical fashion. But
So were you able to get the money?
well, y'all just had so many patches and that robe. I just we talked one night, and you had mentioned that y'all essentially had enough to pay off the 2,500 in full. You've already paid, I think 500. So
I can go back.
I have the exact amount written down on that sheet that is still packed in a box somewhere.
I have it. No worries.
y'all paid a flat 500. You have 2,000 left to pay. You paid
Thought we paid a
311.
weird.
311 was the money that Michael paid.
Yaki.
Yeah, Yaki
Yeah.
paid, and then 189 in a gem pouch was paid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Relisa, were you able to sell those gems?
I think this is Amanda. I think we all didn't I give the
Did we
money to
split it?
everybody?
Yeah, I
don't
have like
remember.
500 gold right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we already.
I didn't know if that was it.
Yeah, so I told everybody to add a certain amount of money right before we left
Right.
last night, and so it's all spread out. That way, I wasn't having to keep track.
How many people do we have that owe technically? Because Unit 7 was
1,
not
2, 3,
involved.
4.
Four.
Correct. So there's
Oh,
only 4 of us left
Mm-hmm.
for the 2,500
We're 2,000, right?
or
Or
2,000.
2,000
Okay.
left, yeah. So it's Olden, Relisa, Tetra, and Sherfa.
So it's 500.
500 each.
How much
Yeah,
do I
if you
still...
split it evenly, yes. 500
Yeah.
each.
No. I mean, I
They're
don't know how
basically
much you guys
bankrupt us,
have if
right?
you're... I mean, I won't have a lot, but
I mean-
it's not like I ever spend a lot either, so...
She still has more gems.
Yeah. So I was able
we
to
could do
sell. So I was able to sell some to Mr. Tin. Mr. Tin still owes us more money though. So when we do go back to Cinder Valley, Mr. Tin should have the money at that point. He was selling some of the gems. Remember, we gave him 20, and he gave us 800 gold, I think.
Whatever your notes say.
We're going to need somebody to be an accountant as we make more business dealings like that.
I thought you were the accountant.
I don't think I was
Olden.
there.
I have it written down, but
I'm pretty sure it was he gave us 800,
you feel
For
pretty confident
20 of
Mr.
the
10
gold.
will remember.
and Mr. Tin would definitely remember, but I'm pretty sure that those were the numbers. And then I just sold 15 of them for 1,500, and that's what we dispersed out between the 6 of us.
All right. So,
So I have 5 left.
as the resident business owner, why don't I just say, when you make sales like that and we're splitting the cash, just give me a receipt.
I write it down
Ask
on
for a
napkin.
receipt from everyone.
Yeah. I mean, when we're dealing with money like this, it's good to be able to keep track of it.
Well, I am willing to give my part up because, like I said, I don't spend that much.
I will also say that I found money at the Little Midget's mansion that I have not divvied up yet, but that has been sitting here waiting for a good use.
You've been holding out on us?
No, of course not. It's going to go into all of the bank. But I did find money at the mansion.
How much money?
283 gold.
What the fuck?
So much
What the
money.
What? What?
You just didn't feel like you needed to mention that you had an extra 283 gold
Okay,
that you
hold
weren't going
on.
to share with the rest of us?
Babe
We-
is in
no,
an
no,
account I
no.
never checked.
Hold on. I
Right,
will say,
right. Okay, I see how this goes.
when do we have the moments between the mansion, Tetra, and you setting the barn on fire, us running for
Sure.
our lives? We ran into a dragon.
Do you want to
I
know how
mean-
How
difficult
about
it
all the
is?
days in between all those
Yeah, you
things?
literally had
All right.
10 days.
I want you to measure how long this takes. Hey guys, I found 283 gold.
4 weeks.
There's no time.
Impossible. No time.
It's impossible. There's no time.
No time.
Well, what I'm saying is that I have money for the debt.
Well, I appreciate you bringing it up now at an important
But what I'm
moment.
saying is,
It's not like we've used this money for anything. I was just holding it. That's all. I wasn't going to
That's
keep
true.
it, guys.
You
And if
wouldn't lie
anybody
to your
needed
best
money, I would
friend, would you,
mention.
Relisa?
definitely not my best friend. You're a princess. I would
She
never lie
lied
to
to
you.
All right. Well, should we factor that whole amount in, or like
I don't know how much
280
that
to make it
Much
even?
difference.
I would take the 280 that for the gold that I found,
Math it.
and yeah, subtract that all out.
Math it. Do your math.
Okay. It's
I don't
very
have a
simple math.
calculator.
You do. It's right here.
Do it.
What am I
I
doing?
can't reach 2,000 minus
2,000?
that, and
What?
then because we owe 2,000, and then we're gonna take that out, and then we're gonna divide it by S4.
Dasrak and Unit 7, what is your
I feel like you're
passive
making it real
perception?
complicated.
I'm gonna do it then on my phone.
16.
11.
Jesus.
It was like 283, right?
280. We're just making it even.
Okay.
There. 280 divided by however many of us
430.
deserve it.
And what
Not
part of
getting
town
it,
are we
she's
in
putting
again?
it
Is
in.
this like
I'm just-
relatively low town or
Midtown.
midtown?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put that 280 towards the 2,000 debt, and whatever
Yeah.
else we need to cover up.
430
I'm not-
per
I'm not
each person.
splitting that out. It's just going to the debt.
I just want to look
so-
around and see if anybody's looking at our like creative accounting here at a table in the middle of an inn.
I don't have my money out. I'm just talking.
We're talking on our fingers and our toes.
That's fine, but we're talking about big sums.
Roll me a perception check.
All right.
Roll with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. 8.
God.
Looks clear.
Yeah, we're safe here, guys. It's no problem.
I mean, you don't even think to say anything or bring it up.
No, we're huddled all together. We're fine. So yeah, it would be 430 per person. To
So
pay it
I
off.
can do that. Olden,
So
can
can
you
I.
do that?
Yep, I can do that.
Tetra?
I'm taking it.
In fact, I pull out a piece of parchment and I start scrolling down all of this information. The fact that we've already paid 500 and how much each of us are contributing.
Kaitis will say, I'll deliver this. Is there a note or anything you want to write, or do you just want me to drop it off and
Had that sending scroll. Do we need to use it?
Well, we needed somebody to verify our funding before we send it too, don't we?
We needed to.
if you
Oh, the.
what we could do is I could take the scroll and the money. When I get there, have their... No, we need to know where you were. Yeah, so, and he kind of counts in his head, and he takes a few minutes to talk to you guys about some details, which we won't go through, but basically figures out how long it'll take him to get back to Marchwood Webb by foot. He says he's going to get a horse to make travel a bit easier, and that he'll pay for he will pay for all of his stuff because he wants to help, just because he's invested in you guys as a group.
Oh, that's so nice, Kaitis.
And basically says it should take me crap. Should have thought of this. It'll take me let's say it's 14 days. It'll take me about 14 days to get there. So let's say in 18 days you send a message to Liam and we will verify it, and just be sure obviously that you include what city you're in at that time so that we can contact, or he can contact the approved wizard. If you're here, it'll be here. If you're somewhere else, whoever you might, what your next major city would be, and they will be able to remove it there.
Also, we should be able to contact you at pretty much any time, right? I mean, Tetra, you have the ability to communicate with people over long distances.
I pull out my cell phone.
Can I just
Boop, it's a Nokia.
insight check Kaitis?
Yeah. What are you insight checking for?
Just still one last check to make sure he's like legit and going to drop our money off
For sure.
to the proper people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not
roll-
gonna steal our money and our scroll.
For sure.
It's a
be
lot
sick.
of money.
But yeah,
He's the big
it
bad.
would take
Get our money back.
It would take 20 days to get there. So he says in about 23, 24 days, send a message.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. Yeah, he seems legit. You don't feel any sort of concern?
Age didn't, but that's a lot of money for sure.
No, yeah, I mean, it would make sense for a big thing like this with someone you met not too long ago. Even though you've gone through a lot of stuff together, you've not met him. It wouldn't be infeasible for someone to call on someone for just a few weeks for $2,000. So, yeah,
It's
But
his job though, so
you
he,
feel confident. Yeah.
I mean, do we have any other better options? I mean, you're gonna have to pay somebody that you've never met before.
Are you saying this out loud, or is Amanda just thinking this?
I didn't say it out loud.
Release
Then
wouldn't
you,
even
you
know
didn't say
what.
it out loud, then I wouldn't have said
No,
anything in
I just
response.
insight checked.
Hold on, my lip reading ability allows me to read your mind too.
I mean, just
I mean, maybe.
just for Amanda's clarity, I mean, the other option in this world would to be purchasing an official courier, like through like that bird company. I forget what I named it. Something super
Oh, dang.
creative.
Bird's
and
eye
it's
view.
like-
You're a
Bird's eye view.
Kokra, massive, cool thing.
Nailed it. But yeah, purchasing a Aarakocra to like an official courier, someone that's trackable essentially. Finding someone on the street saying, "Boy, run this 2,000," you're gonna lose it. But yeah.
Right. Did everyone
Also
pay up their
for-
debts?
Player knowledge. He's also a member of the collector's ticket. Like he'd be fucked.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was his job as well, so hopefully he would not.
Decide to forfeit his life.
Yeah.
2,000 gold would set someone up for like a good probably 100
Yeah.
years or something. Like it's a lot of money.
If he
a lot of money.
survived.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I need to subtract 430.
Correct.
I did it.
Okay. Did everyone
I
subtract
did
their
it.
funds?
I
You
will do that
did.
right
refused.
now.
Nope. Yes, I did.
Okay. So
Also,
Saw me.
for sake of our accounting, should we like have something to call ourselves? So I don't have to put everybody's name down individually.
Oh, we need a team name.
We did finish one of our bigger missions, so I suppose we should.
maybe you'll start getting notoriety.
Oh my god, my chaos
Oh,
brain
no.
engaged. All I could think of was
What?
Tetra's mom.
Lululemon.
Got it going on?
I mean, because we were talking about cat titties.
Tetra's mom.
Oh no.
Gotta go.
Is that our team name?
Yeah,
Tetra's mom.
we're the Big Mommy Milker crew.
No, we're not.
No,
God.
no,
We're
guys.
not. We're not.
Obviously,
Boo.
it's kitty titties.
Yes, I
No.
feed on your hatred.
Oh my god.
What was the name you thought of?
Kitty titties.
No, the
No.
legit one.
It was a legit one?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was a B in it.
Team Mongoose.
It was.
The
wasn't.
fighting mongooses.
Well,
Anyways, you guys continue this meal. And,
was a different one.
Or the French one. Le titty de kitty.
No, it's not.
Titty
that's
de mew.
funny.
I wish I could think of the real one that you said.
It's lost now.
Oh,
It's
well.
gone.
Yep.
So, do you guys like pass off all this gold to him? He takes in the sack.
I'm gonna try and do it like in the huddle, so
Yeah,
a bunch of peering eyes don't look.
sure.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So you guys, put all this money in the sack. Dasrak, as this is happening, your passive perception, because you weren't actively involved in this, as the rest were kind of involved and talking about numbers and whatnot, even on whispered tones, your passive perception being less invested in the immediate conversation, you're looking around, you see a couple people like eyeing the group and like kind of pointing whenever they start passing the money out and sliding it across the table, and you see Kaius is putting it in a bag that's like near his side. It's between him and like Eric. But yeah, he seems to be filling up the sack with money, and you just see a few curious eyes at the bar.
My sleight of hand, by the way, 5.
Nailed it. Perfect. Yep. That's it.
Good. Great. Yep.
I'm just gonna keep my eye on it.
You guys do that. Kaitis wraps it up tight, ties it, puts it in his backpack, ties up his backpack, throws it under his cloak, and just has a big old bulge behind his back, just keeping it safe and nearby. But is there anything else you guys would like to discuss for the night? Maybe
Did
talk
we already
about-
get room?
No, not yet.
You interrupted. He was about
Sorry.
to tell us
Yeah, go
exactly
ahead.
what to do.
Talk about what?
I was just gonna say, if you have any discussion you want to have about like either what's next, what you saw, Olden saw the Tinker. You guys went and looked at spell scrolls, the jewels. If there's anything you just want to recount to each other, anything.
Oh yeah. How much money did we need for that one sending scroll?
I believe it was like
200?
600.
600. It was more. Yeah, because we.
It was all the monies.
I guess that's gonna hit the weight.
Yep. That's
We'll do
okay.
a job. We'll make sure we can get that for you, Unit 7.
So to be clear, they were watching Kaitis as he was grabbing holding all that money,
Just
right?
looking at your table in general.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I need 500 to get it.
Get it.
Kaitis,
I have
Kaitis,
a set amount myself.
Hother will speak up and go, well, Unit 7, I mean, you're quite skilled with your magic. Vortex of Chaos, they take spellcasters like you, pin them up against other experts, and you kind of fight against someone else until energies are drained, and it's this new sport is quite amazing.
What's the limit on what kind of spells you can use?
They have to be...
Can I use these kind of spells?
He looks and he's like, I'm not sure. There's typically it's spells that come out of like their hands and appears out of nowhere. I mean, you're kind of holding that. I don't know.
I could probably build it into my hand.
Not sure.
See the crazy
Yeah.
look on his face.
I know they
New
can't
long-term goal acquired.
They can't use shields or swords. There's no physical contact.
That's my kind of sport.
Yeah, it's
I get
like-
to watch you guys
Horrible
fight.
kind of sport. Why would you not want to punch each other?
Because I'm not very strong.
They have fighting pits down in the lower ends of the city. A lot of
Ah,
That's
Let's
more
go fight.
Surfa's game.
Did they have anything that's a combination of the two?
Not that I know of. I mean, you might be able to find something in the Underdark, where the streams
If you
go
like,
to.
I know a few places.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I always seem
Follow
to find
him,
a way to
Petra.
punch some people.
Yeah, you said you punch a lot of people, and I still haven't seen you punch one person.
Punch her.
I mean, I punch them when they deserve it.
Oh, well, that's good.
How do you
Moral
tell
code.
them they
What I
deserve
feel
it?
Oh, you know.
Sorry, what
Get a
did you say?
feeling.
Yeah, how do you know if they deserve it? You just said that if you feel like it, it's just like a goodness radar.
I don't know. I just feel like they need a punch, and I punch them.
That's actually very fair.
We'll take
I
that.
hope you don't think that I need a punch because I don't.
You seem like nice folks.
Good. He doesn't know us well enough.
I
Probably
mean,
not
I
nice folks.
certainly like hearing about you getting into all kinds of trouble. Sounds like you have an exciting life. Sounds really interesting to me.
We definitely have done a lot of things. I don't really know where we're going after here, though.
We're actually a gang, and I'll show him our cool tattoos.
Oh yeah, I'll match it.
Ooh.
Yeah, 4 of them.
What
have,
are the tattoos?
they are arcane symbols. Let's see. Are you trained in Arcana?
No.
They look like arcane sigils of some sort, but they are all exactly the same on the forearm.
Can I see
So,
if
like,
anyone
they all look the
looks
same
at
for
us
all
weird?
of them?
Yep.
Or you're just saying, oh, okay.
Yep, they're all the same design.
Hey,
Ah,
I
maybe after
actually
this-
was probably going to keep this. We should call ourselves like the Ward Keepers or something. That'd be cool.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool, but I have
Pretty
no
good.
intention on keeping this on my body.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's still part of our shared history.
As long as
I get that.
there's no magic to it, but they might not let us back into Thousand Leaf.
Sure, they
I
will.
mean, these are
Why wouldn't
marks
they
that we're
let us
responsible.
into-
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't sound like you're actually in a gang.
I mean, we're
I
kind of
like
in a
it.
gang.
What kind of
I feel
games
like
do
it's
you know about?
painting my body.
Painting your body?
Yeah,
Just with paint, or like tattooing your body?
yeah. I think it's like desecrating my skin. I would like it off.
Well, even if you get it removed, I'm going to start writing Ward Keepers on all of our documents until somebody tells me to stop.
I'm here
Okay.
for it.
I don't really want to do
Objection.
this again. I mean, yucky was a one-time thing.
What?
Yeah, I don't need to be branded again. Dog is pushing me out of the way. Go.
So
Wanna
Ward
be
Keepers
there.
is kind of a cool name.
Yeah.
Sleep on it. Sleep on it.
Maybe something pretty like flowers, like Daisy Mountain.
The
We could be like the Dukes of Daisy. Daisy Dukes.
Daisy
could be the-
Dukes!
Daffodil holes.
Daffodil!
Yes.
It's not the name I want to bring back to my father.
He doesn't
I'd
even know what a
rather-
daffodil hole is.
Who's your father anyway? I hear you're
Been
a
around a
princess.
while.
Tulip to quit.
Oh, I told him that you're a princess. Or maybe Tetra did? Somebody did.
You all just keep on saying it over and
I'm
over
pretty
again.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You all just
That
keep
does-
saying it.
That does sound like us.
I mean, you are a princess.
Technically.
Even more reason for us to be Dukes of Daisy.
Duke of the Daisies. Can you make us
Because
Duke?
you're the
We're
princess, so we can
basically
be
the
Dukes.
royal court.
Yeah.
I would like a duchess, please. Can I be a duchess?
Don't
Can I
even have
marry
that
a
title.
duke?
We don't have that title.
You can marry a dookie.
And
Can you grant titles though? I mean, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, right now, since
titles
I'm a
do
princess,
you
my
have?
father can.
What kind of title could I have? What kind of title
Mainly
does
just elders.
the princess's best friend deserve?
Of mice and men.
I'm gonna answer Dassarak and let him know that my father is the king in the Green Sea Meadow. That is what it's called, right?
Yes.
In a minute.
Wait, you're talking about the tribe, right?
I can't hear you. My headphones cut out.
You're talking about the tribe, right?
Yes.
Ah,
my
I've
tribe.
heard of your father. He
He gets around.
he has my respect. He's a wonderful leader, and he has done many things for his armies. Interesting man.
How
Giant.
hard does he punch?
He's quite big.
Never met him myself, but considering how big he is, I'm sure he punches quite hard.
Would knock down most people. I'm thankful for your respect of him.
Of course. They helped in the war. Unlike those magicians.
Oh.
What?
What magicians?
His ilk, and I look towards Tetra.
That's right. He doesn't like your people.
Just for
I forgot,
clarity,
yeah.
just clarity.
I'm no magician.
Yeah, his people are not
Well-
known to be magicians. They're the ones who protect
Yeah.
the magicians.
Oh yeah, his master.
Perfectly fine to generalize them though,
Puppet
if you were
master.
gonna do that.
Yeah, generalize. It's fine.
Mhm.
Nothing ever goes wrong when you do that.
Kitty masters.
What kind of masters?
Kitty masters.
Kitty masters.
My God.
New team.
Well, you have my utmost respect, Princess
Bubble cup. Bubble
Sherpa.
Sherpa.
Thank you.
Buttercup.
It is nice to
Buttercup
meet
and
you.
bubblegum.
You guys really fighting for those titles, huh?
Bubblecup.
So one
I'm
thing
just
that
gonna
I would
name him
want
the
to do,
dunce of the village.
the Dunce of the Village, I love it. I would like to kind of scan the room, reading lips and seeing if there's anything interesting going on outside of our table, because our table is now boring me.
Damn. Give me a perception check. Give me 3 perception checks.
You can give her the title Duchess of ADHD.
It's fine.
She's straight up like, D&D is boring tonight.
Oh, wow. Screw yeah. We'll go to the
No.
vortex in a
Fine.
minute.
It's fine. It's not like I've been
God.
slaving over this city for the last 3 weeks. It's fine.
Yeah, you don't.
I
work
just
hard
want to
enough.
know if there's an interesting characters out there.
Oh, so no one in here is interesting.
Oh,
Cool.
I see. Oh, it's
Fan.
not like I'm a warrior princess or anything, but I'm not interesting.
That's fine. Don't RP with
Well,
your
I
friends.
roll really, really bad. I don't read anything.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6,
Okay.
an 11,
Okay.
and a 2.
Okay. Well, the 11
Nice.
does give you something.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 for the win.
You hear
Woo!
you hear a few things, and then you zone in on reading their lips. You see someone as they're kind of turning, and you see their lips, and then their lips kind of fade away. You see them. I've been working on this house in the upper city, and then their head turns. I just don't know what's going on. Trying to flip it and make a coin, but the stupid turn their head, look away. I'm gonna put a
I
post
wanna
out
know what this-
tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get some help. And then they continue talking about this other person, starts talking about them, and it's super boring. So you turn and look away. And you look over and you see some gentlemen that look like maybe some dock hands, and they're talking about. You see them saying, "I hear they're going to raise the gates earlier in the morning tomorrow. Something about crap. So sorry. Something about the bear freights needing to leave out earlier to make it further down the tunnel. Seems like every year that goes by, we have to get up earlier and earlier in the day just to make our cut." You see another one say, "Yeah, well, the K-fish aren't going to fish themselves, am I right? It's a good thing that the Triton continue to feed the river and able to make a home down here." They continue talking about that for a bit. And then you also read, I should say. Actually, that's all. That's all you read.
Okay.
Get for an 11.
But the night continues. I think you guys already marked up money for food and drink, so the night goes on. The travelers are much more tired than you are, as they are less experienced and focused on fitness. They're more just earning money and being travelers to deliver goods. They call it a night and they say, "Well, I'm sure we'll see each other around at some point. Take care of yourself." And a couple of them kind of stand up, give some firm handshake to some, a hug to others, as they call it a night. And
I feel like we really got to know each other, so
yeah,
come find us anytime.
absolutely.
Oh, we have a new name now, so be sure to spread the name.
Sure. What was that
What
name?
name was that?
Paw Patrol.
No, it's Ward Keepers.
Okay.
It's Ward Keepers.
Word keepers, like crossword.
WARD, Ward.
Ward, right? Because
Yeah.
of the thing on your
The thing, I
Right.
know.
cool.
Be the ward
Ward
bearers.
keepers, ward bearers, ward. You're the wards.
Keepers. Yep, we're the words. The words.
Cool. We'll yeah.
Bird is the ward.
The ward.
It's actually the past tense of ward.
Interesting. Interesting. So out of
Bard is the
curiosity,
ward.
I mean, if we do, need help or want to, send someone your way because you're a skill, where can we send letters to or jobs to? I mean, are you based out of Thousand Leaf? I know Olden, you had mentioned in our travel that you have a business in Mountain Deep. Are you going back there for your home base, or?
I mean, that's always going to be somewhere I can fall back to.
They can always what's their faces message you, Olden? Like
What's their faces?
magically? I can't remember your
Collector's
partners'
ticket.
names.
Oh.
Your mentor?
Eric and Hother?
No, your
No,
your
the
work
vacuum
partners,
guy.
the vacuum guy.
The toy sucker.
Oh, the floor sucker guy. Yeah, his name is, and I pull out my notes. Miles Swan.
Do they have any means to reach you? So if like we have all our mail forwarded there, that they could just message you magically.
I mean, not as far as I know. Neither of them really showed to have that ability. So, I mean, unless they hired somebody to contact me that way, we would have to
Wouldn't
contact
Tetra-
them, I think.
Wouldn't Tetris people have better use of communicating with Tetra?
I'm sure. I mean,
Probably. They got magics. Teacher is all magical.
yeah, your teacher could contact you. I'm sure. I'm almost positive of that.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not exactly a messaging service.
Right. Well,
I don't
guess
think
if
it's
we
gonna-
need to get a hold of you, we'll know either Mountain Deep or Cinder Valley. We'll send a letter, I suppose.
I mean, you can also just ask around for, Vedelkin. There's not too many of us around.
True. Although I did see Eric, or not Eric, Raymond. Raymond pops his. Actually, I've seen a handful of your type here. I've seen
In
4?
town?
Yeah, like 4 of you.
Okay, that's
Is your mentor
rising.
here?
I mean, it's a large population. Who knows? Dog. Oh.
Don't bump them right now.
Well, good luck to you, and we'll see you around, I suppose. And
See you around.
You.
They head off.
Keep
and,
safe.
I give them a big hug before they leave. All three of
I
them.
do. Crack Hawthorne's back.
The same guys last time.
Yeah. Yep. Just the background hug, the around the back hug, just still
Oh
the
yeah,
same.
as awkward as possible, intentionally.
You guys see, like, as Hother is hugging Release, Dasrak comes around behind and hugs him on the back. You see Hother's eyes just go wide and be like, all right, well, it's time to go.
Hi
Sorry for
guys.
that, guys.
Yep, no problem. But see you later. Okay.
You're welcome.
Bye.
All right. Nice to meet you, Sakarak. Okay. And
Oh,
I'll take it.
Hother.
I'll
Can I
take
just pull out a piece of paper? What was the name of the inn again?
yeah, that's that place I just told you.
Yeah, the place. The
about.
place.
Deep
the-
Wells
the
Bottom?
Stuff.
There. Yeah, Wells Bottom.
Wells Bottom.
Wells Bottom.
Something like that. Yeah.
Deep Wells Bottom.
Thank you.
It was deep.
Deep Wells Bottom.
How far do you have to go
Very-
to get there?
Very,
Very
deep
deep.
into the
It was
bottom.
very deep
Deep
into
the
the
wells.
bottom.
Whale's bottom.
Okay, so they leave. You guys are there with Kitus, Dasrak, and your group. Gets about 11 o'clock, and Kitus just takes a deep breath in, and you guys can kind of tell he's been quiet a bit. And well, I think this is me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get an inn for the night and leave early in the morning.
Oh, Kitus, come with me. I think I've got somewhere we can stay.
Okay. Actually, I want to talk
Probably
to
be
you anyway,
safer.
Holden. So,
We're carrying a lot of money.
Keep an eye out for thieves.
are you taking him alone, or are all of you guys going somewhere for the night? Are you taking the whole group, or are you just taking Kitus?
And what we doing?
I'll let you have
I
your
mean,
privacy.
so you guys could all come. I'm thinking I might be able to find us a place to stay. It's not guaranteed, but seems like a pretty reliable source. Might at least, if not
Worth a
be able to
try.
stay somewhere, know where to stay. So
At least if we all stay together, we can keep an eye out until Kitus leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys clear out your tab. Mark off another 5 silver for additional drinks and snacking. But you guys are.
But I'm on a diet.
I
I'm a
definitely got
lightweight.
beer
Then
and
mark
nuts.
off 4 silver
I'm
and
just
5
kidding.
copper, please.
Done.
But I don't drink.
Dazarak
Or
also
eat.
That's
does not
right.
drink.
Peter, you don't have to mark off any. That's fine.
Rude.
That
Dazarak
works.
eats, but he does not drink.
Not even water.
Oh, he drinks water. I'm just saying he's not drinking booze.
No
Well,
biru.
The water's really expensive here.
It's Evian.
Yeah, you guys are able to find. So where are you taking everyone, Olden?
I'm taking them to the Artisans Guild that I was told of before.
Yeah, you head towards the Artisans Guild, and as you guys kind of approach this sector of the city, this is a very, very well-crafted area. This is more artistic. It's artistic meets functional. There's gears turning. There's fabulous pieces of wood carvings done. There's leather awnings with intricate designs. I mean, just every sort of profession. There is some sort of display of a magnificent, elaborate, over-the-top, in the kind of small city of its own. Think of like going to Universal Studios and you go from like Dr. Seuss Land into Jurassic Park. It's like a whole another world within the city. But you guys
And are
enter-
we like
Mhm.
downtown or in the north of the city?
You started heading north. You would have crossed the bridge, I believe. Damn you for making me think.
I just wanted to know if it's the police marked Artists Guild or if we're
Artistas.
somewhere
Yes.
down where all the
Well-
crafters are.
So, yes, but also remember that that map is more of a reference.
Yeah.
But it's. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, pulling it up.
But I mean, we're not allowed in the rich neighborhood.
Ooh.
You're correct. Yeah, so yes, you head from like the south side. You would have crossed the river, gone over one of the bridges. As you cross the bridge, you guys, again, you kind of look down. The bridge is well lit on the side. You can actually see the waters. Who has a passive investigation over 17?
I do.
I do.
So you
17.
So you three would then notice a water line. The water line has sunk from what it was previously. You would have walked by here at some point. It is maybe a foot lower than what it was previously. And you notice that there are boats that are rowing. There's a handful of boats that are rowing from the east, from the west heading east. So they're coming from the left, going right, essentially on the map. You see them kind of coming in, not having to fight the current that was previously pushing. And again, it's well lit in this tunnel where the sides of it is just rock that is hand carved out. The top like foot of it that go from the walking pathway or the wall has designs, but below that it's just sheer like cutoffs basically. But yeah, you guys cross over past a empty market where you can see stalls have mainly been shut down. Looks like some stalls that sell goods from various parts of the Merchant Guild. But yeah, you approach and there's a handful of buildings that are easily displaying their source, their
Goods.
profession. Leatherwork or blacksmithing, jewel, like it's all very well easily displayed. But yeah, there's a large merchant hall that just says Artisan Guild.
Are we being like followed or anything like that from the tavern?
Give me a perception.
That's
check.
what I was gonna
Both
ask.
of you
That's
give
what
me
I was going to
perception
ask as
check.
well.
Just two of you though.
Yeah, I'll just let
19.
Perception.
Yeah. 19,
16.
16.
Yep.
Doesn't appear so. You guys kind of look over behind you and you see some people that are kind of walking. I mean, it's very populated. This isn't like, you're the only people and there might be one or two. There's like, I mean, it's not crowded, but there's people around. It's like a mall on a Saturday, no, Sunday. You know, there's people around.
I was like,
I was
oh,
gonna say Saturday morning, but wait, no, it's
that's
crazy.
busy.
Yeah, it's like the mall on a Sunday. Like there's
Just all the old people are walking.
exactly. Yep. But yeah, you don't recognize anyone particularly following you.
Alden, do you want to try and keep an eye out for your people while we walk around?
My people? You mean? I mean, what do you mean by my people?
What do you mean?
What I mean
No.
by your people.
Don't you all know each other?
Your people. Your
Dang.
people and my people, they're different.
I mean,
you
that's all
know
you
what
do
I
is
mean.
sing with your arm, but
Are you
what are
talking
you
about
trying
blue
to say?
people? Valkaden?
Whatever they're, I don't remember what they're called.
Falcon is a race.
Valkaden. Yeah,
I was
that. Weren't you looking for your
That's-
mentor?
Vidalkin.
Oh, well, she's not a
Vidalaico.
Vidalkin. So, I
Oh.
mean, it's interesting
Never
that
mind
there's more of us around, but I'm not particularly interested.
Oh, I thought she would have been. Well, never mind then. I don't want to ever help you again, Alden.
Wow, I didn't know you'd have that strong of a reaction.
Strange.
You didn't want to take
reaction.
my assistance. Just kidding.
Hey, Olden, fuck you. So,
Hey, are we looking for
Screw
more blue
you
people?
for trying to be
no?
nice.
Okay,
Fuck you.
why don't you go die
Yeah.
in a ditch then?
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I was just trying to help.
you make
I
your way
didn't know
towards the
You're so
guild
excited for
hall,
blue people.
Make him away.
the Artisan Guild. Oh, I see. I'm now seeing where it says Artisan Guild. We're gonna move
Mhm.
that Artisan Guild down to the Merchant Guild. That Artisan Guild.
Am I
up
supposed
there
to
in-
be seeing something?
It's just the map that I sent you guys previously. You
Oh.
don't, you don't
Nailed it.
need it, but it's for reference. So
Ah.
Artisan Guild is no longer up there top right. It's down Merchant Guild.
So the boats we would have passed would have been more around the area marked as like the docks.
I
Correct.
see. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
out of those 3 bridges, you would pass the middle one. Going from essentially a tavern near where it says South Market in that general area. But again, it's not like that cluster and then one row of house and then the river. It's like that cluster, row of house, 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 then the river, and then multiple rows of houses, and then the market, multiple rows of houses, and then the Merchant Guild. Much larger than what this picture depicts, but it's, again, reference.
Hmm.
But yes, you are in this area, and yeah, Merchant Guild is here. You look up, and this building is a conglomeration of all these different professions kind of niched into one. Big, large, beautiful wooden doors with gold inlays around the border and swirls going on the sides. Large, round knockers on each of the doors. They're about 12 foot tall, 4 foot wide. Very large
Beautiful
doors.
knockers.
Oh, whatever, guys.
And it says the Artisans Guild at the top. And it looks like a very large central building. And then there's to the left and to the right are these kind of 2-story hallways with glass windows, stained glass, see-through glass, like a variety of different depictions or different styles of glassing. And then it goes into a building to the left, and then again the same thing but on the right.
This
Where would
place
you like to go?
is where I like to be.
This place is
No.
beautiful.
Lead the way.
Yeah, we're going to this. We're going to the big building. We're going to the guild.
The big building.
Okay, so you guys head inside.
Sure.
If we can.
Yeah, you approach, you grab the giant ring, you open it up, and there's not a single squeak. It just opens flawlessly with very little effort. As you look inside, the ground has this beautiful decorative tile that has just a variety of a hammer, a chisel, a leather apron, just different things that represents the variety of professions again. And in front of you is a half moon circle type desk. You see 2 grand stairs that lead up behind, carpeted with enchanted light along wall sconces. And at the desk is a Valkanen, a female Valkanen.
I'll just walk straight up and be like, "Hi,
Hello? How can I help you?
Well, I was sent over here by, what was his name? Noprock,
Yeah.
a tinkerer.
Mhm.
He said, and I'll just kind of show her my little maker's chisels. He said I might be able to find some good information here about, like, maybe some places we could stay or some places we could work.
Well, yes, of course. We are open to house members here. Are you affiliated or are you an aspirant?
I'm not sure how to answer that. I guess I should say I'm already somebody's student. Myrna Hammerlocks is my teacher.
You see her eyes kind of go wide, and she has her hands on like a piece of quill and paper as she's like writing down information. You look at the paper, and it's a physical description of the people in front of her, and she goes wide-eyed, looks up at you, and says, "You know Myrna? You are learned under Myrna?"
I am, and I'll just gonna like show her the chisel again because it should have the Hammerlocks sigil on it.
Yeah. She looks at it, puts the quill down, and just holds her hands up. May I look?
Sure. I'll hand it to her like very gently.
And you see her take it, and she very carefully, meticulously like rotates it and looks at it in her hand, and she hands it to you with both hands, very, calm and controlled, and passes over with much respect. She says, "Well, it is great. It is amazing to see a Valkaden learning the tricks of the dwarf. It is a great honor for you to be learning under her tutelage. Yes, absolutely.
Is she very famous?
She is one of the few mentors who are able to, I'm sure you know," and she kind of laughs, but yes, being a dark elf, teaching the ways of the dwarf and teaching it to a non-dwarf is unheard of. But there's rumors that she made such a creation to the dwarfs to oh my god, what is the name of the dwarf god? Anybody?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Dwarf god
I know the
creation.
orcs gods.
There's a dwarf god.
Let me look.
Moradin. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesusito.
There's a word. They say that she created a piece that would bring a tear to Moradin's eyes. Yes, she is well respected in here.
So is she a dwarf or an elf?
She's a dark elf.
Well, she's an elf. Yeah.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, she-
At first, I think she's one of you.
You only wanted to know
Then
if
you
she
tell
had
me
blue skin.
Then she's a dwarf, and now she's an elf.
It's just-
I'm not Ralph. Ooh.
I'm not
Oh,
Ralph.
Ralph.
I'm from.
Yeah,
It's
you're
fine.
not Ralph. You're sure.
I am not Ralph.
And she just looks at you and puts her hand out, and she says, "My name is Astrophy. It is so nice to meet you."
Astrophy. Nice to meet you too. I'm Olden.
Well done. It is an honor to meet you, and someone that is under the Hammerlock name. Yes, we absolutely. Are these your comrades as well?
Yeah. We're all traveling companions.
Yes.
I'll reach my hand out. Sherfa, nice to meet you.
I'll just
See if she
introduce them.
shakes it. I want to see if she
Sherfa,
shakes it.
She grabs
Ketra.
it. She shakes it once, very weakly, and like lets go immediately, seemingly uninterested.
Yep,
And she's like,
figured.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yep.
She then quickly grabs the as you're introducing them.
And look at this is Unit 7. He is incredible.
He's very fancy.
She looks over and she says, "Hi, Warforge. I have heard of your kind. I've never seen one of you though. You are a very famous type people in our circles. Your name was Unit 7?
Unit 7 of 26 Experimental Division.
You see she picks up the quill real quickly, makes a mark. As you're introducing the other names, she pulls out a book from underneath and opens it up. And she says, "Well, it is superb to meet you, Unit 7. As I have been told that you and your people have sentience and a soul, so I mean no disrespect, but you are a marvel. And she looks back at Olden and says, it warms my heart to know that a Valkaden is leading with such a great company and doing great work for our people. And she opens.
We are great company.
And I'm Relisa. Hi.
Oh yeah, that's really sad, I guess.
Looks back down to the
Tetra of the Embermane,
Ah.
apprentice to Forge Master Kelvin.
book.
Oh yes,
Master
Tetra
Kelvin?
gives a spiel.
I'm also a member of the guild.
Kelvin. She pulls out
Out
the,
of Cinder Valley.
Cinder Valley. Oh, okay.
Flip through the
And
book.
what profession?
Well, he's a Forge Master.
Forge Master. Okay, right. So, she pulls out a book to the side and puts another book is open, and she flips over. And you guys, as you're kind of looking down, you see it's alphabetical, and she. Yes, of course. It is very nice to have you here, Master Tetra. And she goes back to the first book she pulled out, and she flips a few
She just
pages.
being polite.
Give me an insight check.
I'm sorry, what was her name again?
Astrophe.
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 This song.
I did not spell that right, but that's fine.
This is a great song.
Breath of the Wild.
It sure
Yeah.
is.
Perfect for
The
her
bird guy.
accent.
I
What'd you get?
would just leave the Switch going and listen to this all night.
I got interrupted.
Come on, everybody.
Everyone, do the wiggle. Oh, now we're off beat.
15.
Come on.
Yeah. Ethan, pay attention.
God, Ethan.
Oh
We're
God!
dancing. We're dancing.
I don't want to dance.
Come on.
You suck. -4 DKP.
There you go.
Oh,
Yay.
no more dragon kill points.
Okay.
No more.
I'm trying to think of Kyle. Okay, anyway.
All right.
Also, this is our newly met friend.
I'm homeless.
Cesarak.
He's homeless.
someone.
Yeah, apparently.
What'd you get, Tetra, for your insight?
15.
15. You see that her demeanor to you shifts, and she's showing you more respect and a more appropriate, or what you might expect her towards someone who is a member.
Brush off the
And
dust.
she
I
says-
thought she was just going to treat me lesser because I'm not Vidalcan.
No, she is treating you as equally as Olden, but she is more excited about his master than yours.
Oh, Master Bird.
With 15, but she's still treating you with, respect as a member.
I'm not insulted.
Wait, Unit 7? Isn't the same stuff with his master?
He's not an artisan, he's a wizard.
Yeah, Unit 7. You have a master. Isn't
We
he
would
like a
not
forge
be-
master?
No.
It's a special kind of forge.
No. He
That was the name. Sherf is just going off what she has.
he's
Yeah,
a
I'm agreeing with
wizard. I was born from the forge. I wasn't.
Oh, so he's not a forge master technically like that.
Mm.
Not what they're talking about.
And you just see
Never
her
mind.
look over and say, "So it is true, you are created like a
Well,
magnificent."
aren't we all? Mommy created me.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, I
Not
would
the
argue
same.
that Unit 7's master is maybe even greater than either of ours. I mean, he was able to create sentience.
Yes, there's in my humble opinion, there is a difference between being able to create, sentience and then create something that almost anyone would be able to use. The artisans here create for the mundane. Unit 7, of course, and your master, whoever utilizes Forge, that is a whole nother ballpark, of course. Impressive.
I understand.
Well, thought maybe he could join the guild. Never mind then.
Yeah, I guess I should ask. Am I a part of the guild then under Miss Hammerlocks? Or what's my status here?
And she flips over a page, and you see at the top says Hammerlock, and you see her name at the top, and there's a list that says apprentices, and you see a handful of names underneath, and at the very bottom, you see your name.
Siblings.
And she just says, you are a apprentice, so you are in fact a member. You do not have all what was the word? Not rights.
Benefits.
You do not have the same benefits as a master, but yes, you are in fact a member. As are you,
Does he get a pin?
Master Tetra.
Do they get pins?
You could have one made up by the tinker if you would like a pin.
I mean, I've got this handy chisel. This is
What does
all I've
Tetra
needed
have?
so far.
I can make my own damn pin.
What does Tetra have?
I pull out
You
my
say?
bonsai tree hammer.
Oh yeah.
Well, I used to have a hammer.
She kind of laughs at this and she says, "Well, it seems like you have had
Things happen.
quite the adventure together." And she goes back to the primary book she initially pulled out. Yes, it looks like I in fact have one of our suites available to you, primarily reserved for the masters themselves. But we do have a opening, and I'd be happy to provide it to you. There's enough bedding for all of you.
That's perfect. That'd be wonderful.
Master Odin, Master Tetra, you two would be responsible for non-members, of course. So please take that into consideration. But yes, I would be happy to.
Just kidding. My name's Eight Fang.
I go stand next to Tetra because I know Olden's a butt face. So I go stand next to Toltra so I could be his friend.
Oh well, we're all gonna be in
Because
the same
Olden's
Just,
not
like,
going to take
so-
wipe a little
responsibility
bit of
for me,
sweat from
so
my
I just go stand next to Tetra.
What about our new friend? Who's gonna watch over him?
Got it.
I mean,
They can sleep
Oh, I
outside.
can watch over myself. No worries.
is
Well,
he
that's-
not affiliated with you, sir? Are you here?
I mean, he's been our guide so far through the city, so I don't know.
He has
Maybe I
helped
just
us.
assumed.
I do actually. I was joking earlier. I actually have somewhere to be, so no worries.
Oh, okay. Well, you did say you were homeless, so
I'll meet you back in here later.
okay.
All right.
Why?
You
What?
folks are really
Why?
interesting.
Why?
And plus, I can guide you around if you'll be in the city for a while. I have nothing
Oh,
else
yeah,
to do.
yeah. Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you need to show us where the vortex and the fighting pits are,
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I would love to
and
do
I want
that
to see you
tomorrow.
fight.
How much is the vortex so I can think about it?
You never asked Hother.
Oh, I'm asking our
Right.
guide.
Guild lady, maybe she knows.
He doesn't know. Dasrak doesn't know how much it
Yeah.
costs to get involved.
Ow.
He's not been involved, so he wouldn't know.
What's
Well,
the guild lady's name?
Astrophy.
Astrophy.
Astrophy. Apostrophe?
Apostrophe.
Ugh.
Wait.
My friend would like to know the price of admission to the Vortex of Chaos.
Oh, the Vortex of Chaos. I unfortunately am not familiar with the ins and outs of the Vortex of Chaos, but you may be able to acquire additional information with the Mage Guild. They have the information, and they are the ones who holds the festivities.
Sounds exciting.
She kind of palms her hands together, and she says, "Are y'all going to participate?"
No,
Not me. I have no magic.
I
I'm a
might.
nomad.
It could be
I
fun.
have very minimal magic, actually, but nothing that would help me in a fight.
I would love to participate, but they might have issue if I punch them in the face. So
You say,
Yeah,
"Here's
we
a
have to
door."
go in the pits.
I've seen a few
You
fights
have-
myself. Physical contact is disqualifies you.
No. Ooh.
it'd be
You
fun
get
until
in
I'm
jail?
disqualified, though, right?
So you get disqualified.
No, you do not.
just
go to jail.
disqualified.
You just lose the match and possible to lose your license.
Oh,
Do you
well,
pass go?
if you go aggro, then at least you won't go to jail.
What? I
Good to know.
thought that they said that you can't have combat magic inside the city limits. Is there a special exception for being in the vortex?
There's many exceptions within the city. I mean, this is just a general rule to keep the people safe. But of course, if there's a sanctioned fight, if there is a disagreement and two people agree to go to fisticuffs and fight it out, that is allowed. The Vortex of Chaos, the fighting pits, and the arena, self-defense in case something comes from the underdark. There are exceptions, of course.
And wait. Scroll back
Yes.
in case something comes from the Underdark.
Oui, many of the ships that travel in the river, as they go down in the flow in the morning, that leads to the Underdark. Sometimes they bring something back, and if they are able, they fight them off beforehand. If not, then the guard at the end of the gate take care of it. And there's been, how long has it been? 5 years ago, there was a giant creature that made its way all the way into the city, and it was kind of all hands on deck, if you might say. But yes, we had to, unleash magic. More people here have magical abilities than you might think. It was quite amazing seeing all the lights come from various places when we saw the creature.
What kind of creature was it?
I do not know. It was something crawling on the walls, and many arms,
Ew.
and a black icky void. I know that the king took the carcass and has it on display in the courtyard somewhere. They how do you say, they stuffed it? But I never saw the creature myself. I was asleep when this happened. The ships were coming back in the evening.
What do
It's
they?
honestly
Why do they? So they go underground
What is
in order
underground?
to do what?
The Underdark. I don't think she quite
Underdark?
understands where the Underdark is.
So,
Where is
Renee,
the Underdark?
you probably would have heard. So this is more for player knowledge. The Underdark is basically when you go so deep into the world, you go into another realm. So D&D is made up of a variety of realms. The material plane is where you guys are. And on the edge of these planes are a bunch of different realms. You know the Feywild we talked about in Descent into Avernus?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Feywild is another realm. The Underdark is another realm. Shadowfell is another realm. The Nine Hells is another realm. So there's all these realms that overlap at various points, and there's access points to these realms. Some are easier to get to than others. The Underdark is generally accessible through, again, going deep underground.
And
Got
there are multiple material planes as well. I'm from a different material plane in this existence.
Have you ever been to the Underdark, Unit 7?
Peter, you've been to your Underdark. Sure, why not? If you want. Up to you.
There was a mission once to my Underdark. We didn't go very far in.
Underdark. There's different Underdarks that I have to be worried about too.
No, it's probably the same Underdark, material plane wise. It's probably the same Underdark. It's just access to it. It's like Minecraft. When you build an obsidian gate in one spot, you pop in one place, you move 5 blocks over, you make another obsidian gate, you're actually like 60 blocks over. It's the same area. It's just you don't play Minecraft.
Follows that reference.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's the same
I
place.
don't.
It's
Okay.
just space doesn't make. So like, if this is the material plane and this is the Underdark, just because you go in here doesn't mean you're gonna pop up here. When you go in here, you might pop up like over here, and if you go in like over here, you might pop up like over here. So
All right, now explain that as Unit 7,
he does.
because I want you. It's okay, you don't have to.
So I believe it's the same Underdog, but since we use the same way in and out, we went back to our own plane of existence.
Oh, well, that's good.
But I doubt we should go to the Underdog. It's not a very friendly place.
Oh, I thought that sounded fun. No, it's not fun.
You're already going
I
into the
mean-
vortex
Why do people go there then?
for
I
work.
mean,
Money.
my teacher
Why don't we?
was
go
apparently headed there.
then?
Crossing words.
There's a lot of money there. Why don't we go there if there's a lot of money to be found?
Well,
and she will, Astrophy will pop up, say, well, there are jobs posted if you're going to the Underdark. I mean, there are many dangerous creatures. Mining operations seek to take out, iron ore, toad ore, obsidian ore, various digging materials, and cannot get certain creatures that inhabited these tunnels. So if you want to get a job with the barracks, you can literally go and just clear out creatures and go monster hunting.
That's fun.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
I would love to kill some monsters.
Well, there's plenty.
We should go to the job board tomorrow, guys. We need a job.
Astrophy, last I had heard, Master Hammerlocks was headed to the Underdark. Did you happen to hear what she was doing there?
No, unfortunately, this book, and she kind of slaps the big book to the right that has all the names. This only tells us who the active members are of a given guild master when they are removed. If they are removed for any purpose beyond ascending to the next level for themselves personally. But no, I have not heard any words of Miss Hammerlock. Was she coming here?
I had heard she was nearby, maybe passed through town. But no word here at the guild then.
Not here specifically, no sir.
Well, very good. If she happens by, let her know that I was here, I guess.
Absolutely.
And
If you need to write any sort of letter and leave it here at the desk, I can give it to her if she ever arrives.
yeah, I'll probably work on that tonight. Will you still be here tomorrow?
Yes, I just started my shift. I will be here until the morning.
Oh, great. And I'm sorry, I should have asked. What is it you do here?
Well, I check in people such as yourselves, and after my shift in the morning, I go and I work on my own profession.
Oh, what is that?
She just kind of smiles.
Profession of the night.
No.
To be fair, it's the day when she.
True.
She just kind of smiles and she looks down
She's
at
a
your
daywalker.
looks down at your book and she says, "Well, I too am a tinkerer.
That's great.
I know your friend at Noproc. He and I work together sometimes. Currently, he is working on some sort of rolling apparatus. Typically, I go help him in the morning. So, it is faithful that you meet him."
Can I hire you for a job? Because Olden doesn't want to help me, but
And you'll know
I
why
have
in
an
a second.
I have this idea, and you said rolling, and it's a really, really good idea.
I thought Unit 7 was going to make them for you.
She drops to her elbows, puts her hands on her face, and she says, "I am always up for some freelancing work. What do you have in mind?"
Okay, so I want these
Here we go.
wheels that can attach to my shoes. So when you're going downhill or you have a lot of area to cover, that I can go faster. But they need to have a way to stop because Olden thinks I'm going to fall and break my face.
She looks over.
She's
at
gonna stop
Olden,
and then
like,
fall
as
and
you
break her
started
face.
talking about this, and she just has a really big smile. And she says, "I think I can take this job on for you. It is
Yes.
very possible. How much?
Look at
money-
Release's face.
How much money are you willing to put into such a project? I
Oh.
mean, I can, depending on the materials you're willing to buy. I mean, I can make something very simple, but may not last as long. But if you invest more money, I can buy better materials."
I don't know how much like what's a good quality material that you would need. But like I said, I have to be able to stop when I want to stop. Like that's important
She looks over.
so I don't hurt myself.
She looks over to Olden and kind of scratches her chin. And she says,
I just nod.
"Do you think that?" She starts talking about material, and she's like, "Do you think that if we put some sort of synthetic, I don't know the words, but she starts talking
There we
about stuff that's essentially rubber.
Rubber breaks, yeah.
Is there something, we put this together, you mix it in and hardens, and then bolt it to the front, maybe as the back?" And she pulls out a paper and does like a rough sketch. Give me a tinker's check, Olden.
Okay.
With advantage.
This is going to be hard for. With advantage, you said?
Yeah.
So I have a 19 plus
Ooh.
5 is 24 plus 6 is 30.
30.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys come up with the sketching of, rollerblades. Easy peasy. And she says, yes, if you want something like this, and she kind of shows you material-wise, so we could take a boot, and it could probably cost about 1 gold. I think if you want to dish out an additional 2 gold, I can probably get you something a little bit more sturdy. That's one.
And I'm sorry, I
Done.
messed up
Yes.
my roll. It was actually a 25. That makes a difference.
Instead of 30.
Yeah.
I would say no. Good, good enough for roller.
Still pretty well.
She says, yeah. And she kind of palms her hand out.
I hand her 3 gold.
She flips it, and she looks at Olden, and she tosses you one of the coins.
Great.
Oh,
And she
Nice.
says, she looks over at Olden, and Olden, she gives you a wink and says, why don't you meet me over at No Prox in the morning? We can work on this together, no?
Yeah, all right.
Very
Now
good.
you're gonna
We
make
can
me.
walk there together.
Thank you, After Steve.
Hey, you,
I mean, sometimes you just need the right inspiration.
oh.
I've been wanting these since Cinder Valley. Whew. I'm so excited, guys.
well,
I still don't have my light or my goggles.
she will get 2 keys, and she hands both of them to Olden. She says, these keys, with so many people, I give you a backup as well. But this room, how long do you plan on staying, by the way?
We don't know yet.
2 months.
Well,
That's
I can guarantee
solid.
this room for 2 days, but we do have some masters
Perfect.
coming in. So maybe in 2 days, gathers your things and come back down and see me. I will see what I can do. But enjoy.
Yeah, and I'm sure we can make arrangements
Oh.
at that time. I really
Bringing
appreciate
me
you setting this
back.
up for us.
Oh, absolutely. And there are other rooms I can put you in as well. They just will not be as, well, you'll see, enjoyable.
Oh.
Um,
So let's enjoy it up, guys.
so
Alright,
she
well,
hands you
let's-
keys and just points you. She says up the stairs. When you get to the top, take a left. You will be on the east side of the building.
Oh,
And
somebody opened a legendary card.
you are in room 4.
Very good. Thank you.
You're most welcome. And she takes a real beat, kind of soaks you in, and says, "It's really nice to meet you, Olden. It's good to see.
Nice to meet you too.
It's good to see another Valkaden making a difference."
Likewise. I mean, that's nice to hear that you're in the tinkering trade.
All right. Well, enjoy your night. If you need anything, I will be here all night long.
Thank you.
Thank you for my wheeled boots. I look forward to them.
I look forward to
I'll-
meeting them.
I want to poke Olden in the side, just gently,
Oh.
and waggle my eyebrows and be like, "Ooh, all night long, Olden. She's gonna be down here all night long." And I'm just gonna
So you're saying this
Good
is a walking
night.
up the stairs,
all
And-
night.
standing right there. Ooh, all night.
I said gently. I know I'm a Goliath, but I
My
still did
ribs.
it very gently.
For gentle.
I did it as gentle as I could.
Okay. So all of you make your way up. Dasrak, you hear the room that they're in. But I mean, is this when you split, or do you go in the room with them, or
Gonna hang out for a while, or are you going to bed, Azrak?
it's roughly let's say 10 p.m.
I mean, if you guys are staying up for a little bit longer, I can tell you more about the city, or I can come back in the morning. I don't really care.
Yeah, come up with us. I've got some parchment. I can write down some notes.
All right.
So you guys, yep.
I spaced it. Never mind. Keep going.
No worries. So, quick disclaimer: Alex has a really hard time with finding the right words. I'm not a word person. I have a good imagination, but when it comes to saying the words, so just, put your imagination to work here. You guys go up these grand stairs, 2 sets of stairs that meet up to one that go up to the second story. These roofs are like 15 foot tall, very, very tall roofs. Paintings on the ceiling, the walls, like some of them are wallpaper, some of them are covered in paintings. It's just like a modge-podge accumulation of all these various, like, very well done in their own crafty. Like, there's one wall that is like wallpaper. There's one that's like painting. There's one that's like just has pedestals, or what are those things that come off the wall that hold stuff?
Shelves?
Yeah, well, not shelves specifically, but
Sconces.
Sconces, thank you. Like, they're
Oh, okay.
sconces
All
with
right.
like stonework on them, and then like a leather tapestry with like, punched in like engravings and etchings and stuff. So again, all the different professions are represented in this hallway. As you guys get to the top of the stairs, you look out, and there's like this large 30-foot by 30-foot square room with a curved glass window that kind of looks out over the square. And from here, you see that the square, as you guys are like walking through, and it's obviously lit up by torchlight. Again, you're in this cave, and it's perpetually dark. You look in this courtyard, and there's like a oh my god, garden, like a garden maze that's in this courtyard. And there's like, again, sculptures, and like someone took time to meticulously cut a, there's a image of like a dinosaur, there's an image of a horse, there's an image of like an ostrich, like a variety of animals, along with this very small, simple but well maintained hedge maze.
This is like rich kid Montessori school.
It's
This is
really
crazy.
cool, but you can tell it's less about the rich aspect of it, and it's just like very well done craft. This is craft oriented. So, but anyways, as you guys walk through the room, or walk through this hallway from that kind of larger room that had some tables and decorations and whatnot, you do find your room. Room 4.
4.
Yes.
And you guys
Quattro.
get to this very large, like 5-foot wide by 10-foot door, and you put the key in, you unlock it, and you open it up, and it is just, you walk in, and there's just, again, thing after thing that is just very well made. A very nice like coffee table, very nice chair, there's a bed, there's a couch, there's multiple what are those beds called where they're folded against the wall and they fold down?
A Murphy bed.
There's multiple Murphy beds that have decoration on the underside, but these guild masters you kind of put together, they have a lot of their apprentices over and stuff, and they kind of host, and they're able to do so with all these decorative Murphy beds that are kind of stowed away. But not everything is like super rich, it's just well made. But yeah, you guys are able to find this space. There's a table with some chairs that are like, it's one of those like IKEA, like stacked within one chair. You start unstacking it, and there's like 10 chairs there, and a table that folds and unfolds and unfolds and unfolds, and then boom, you have a giant dining room table. After you guys are there for about 10 minutes or so, someone knocks on the door, and is a human man in his young, like 20 years old, in a very nice like leather vest, very nicely tailor-made plain white shirt with like brown slacks and sandals on, and he just is there anything I can get for you? And he has a simple menu under his arm, and he pulls out, and it says water, ale, cranberry juice, and then there's like there's like a small menu basically, and he gets you guys a few small things, and at no cost. And
I would like a cran vodka, and also a pile of springs and other metal scraps.
I can run a errand to get you springs and scraps. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, little bars and screws and whatever you can find sitting around. Doesn't have to be fancy.
He kind of grimaces a bit and he says, I'm still an apprentice. I've only been under tutelage for a few months. I will do my best. And he holds his hand out for gold or money.
Are there prices on the menu?
There's no prices.
Oh no. You have to ask. You can't afford it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'll hand him a gold.
I will acquire what you request to my best ability.
Does ale just offered, or does that go on the tab?
You are able to get anything from this menu at no cost. It is being provided by Miss Astrophy.
Oh. Can I have 1 ale, please, then? To break the bank. She didn't want to shake my hand in the first place. I'm not good.
I will also have an ale, please.
Mm-hmm. She gives you, or he says, I will be sure and acquire it.
So I
I'll
can
have
cheers
water.
you on your rollerblade.
And juice.
Yeah.
And lots of food.
Looking at you very hesitantly, looks over to Olden and Tetra.
Yeah. He's under our employee, our guide. Yeah.
I already ate at the tavern, so I'm just trying to have a nightcap.
Yes, I will acquire it for you.
Good.
And he leaves, and he does not return.
Here, I'll slip him 5 more silver as he way.
He just nods, and he goes and.
I would like to sleight of hand 5 silver into his pocket. Into Olden? His name?
Olden. Mhm.
Into Olden's pocket.
Okay.
Oh.
I give him a stick of gum.
Do a sleight of hand. Olden, what's your
What?
passive
A
perception?
natural
Passive
20.
perception, not 20.
Mine's almost.
Done.
Okay, 5 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone come kidnap our dog, please?
Yeah. She can
Anyone?
come stay with us.
Yeah. Bring her over.
She now goes up my butt when we go down the stairs.
Hilarious.
Like, all
She
the
can't
way.
come over anymore.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have stairs. Oh wait, yeah, you do.
Yeah, they
Yeah, we
do.
do. Yeah, we
She
do.
likes that she's allowed up them because
We did
you.
her up.
Yeah,
You don't-
and
She
Brandy
don't go up
doesn't.
your stairs.
So she's never been allowed up anyone's stairs, and now she is, and she just thinks she owns the castle.
That's funny.
It's brand new
King of the
fun
castle.
territory.
After about 45 minutes, he comes back with the 2 ales, and he holds out the gold and 5 silver and says, I'm sorry, Master Olden, I was
Get 'em.
unable to locate any sort of scraps at this hour. It seems that all the shops are closed, and I could acquire it in the morning, and he holds the gold out to you. I could acquire it in the morning if you would like, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I maybe that was my. I was assuming that there was maybe a workshop or something on site, but I appreciate your effort, and I'll just kind of like fold the gold back into his hand.
he just, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to put it towards my tutelage. And he just excitedly looks, is there anything else I can get you?
Nope.
Did you
Cran
bring the
cran
ale?
vodka's
Do
good.
foot
Yeah.
rubs.
He handed off the
No,
ale to you.
but
What'd you say, Dasrat? What'd you say, Dasrat?
Do you do foot rubs?
That kind of thing is in the rich part
The
of
other
the
district.
city.
Don't worry, I'm just messing with you. That's fine, kid.
Okay. He nervously
Okay, bye.
walks away. Yeah.
Yay!
You're slowly
And I'm
back
gonna-
away now.
I'm gonna cheers for Lisa on her rollerblades.
Oh, I don't have them yet. They're
But
gonna
you're
build
getting them.
tomorrow. Oh yes, I would
You
cheer
actually
for
get
that
them.
too.
Yay!
Tink.
You're gonna have to
And
try
I'll-
them on. It'll be fun.
Titus will speak up. So what do you plan on exactly doing?
Oh,
with
Kitus,
these,
you're still here.
I am.
Yeah, we're protecting him. We're protecting him and our money.
What
We brought
exactly?
him so he can sleep.
What exactly do you plan to do with these wheeled shoes?
Oh, I'm gonna put them on my feet, and then I'm gonna go from one place to the other fast.
Will you do
He
backflips?
gives a look to Alden and just like a look of like, I see why you didn't. And he says,
But
"Oh,
They're gonna
Release
have
her.
She's gonna
ways
break
to
her face.
stop. They're gonna.
I can
no,
push
no,
you.
no. They're doing something to make me stop.
Aren't you a
We're doing something to help you stop.
spellcaster?
Yes.
Why do you need something to make you go fast?
I mean, I can fly if I want to fly, but
Why
I
waste
wanna-
the spell?
That's a nifty trick.
I can. I don't know what this is called, but I can like swim on my feet. In the
And I can push her. So she'll
I
go
think
even
you already
faster.
said you fly, but okay.
You should
I
name
mean-
it.
Yeah, what you gonna name him? Wait, but well, I guess she did kind of invent them in her head. So yeah, she is the inventor.
Canon.
Wheelie shoes.
Wheelie shoes. Great. We
Wheelie
invented
shoes. Hey,
wheelies.
yep, we invented wheelies.
It's
Get
been
it
a
now.
while. Maybe you should
Why don't we
shorten
just
it.
call them
It'll roll off
wheelies
the
for
tongue better.
short?
Shoes.
You could probably sell a whole line of wheelies. Maybe make them light up or something. It's magic.
Yeah, well, then
Oh,
get on it with your
no,
business.
Woes.
And what if they come out? You can like tap your heels or something, and they just whoosh, out.
That
I
could be
mean,
cool.
I might have to make a
With
business
rockets.
if we're really talking about this. Maybe, and then I'll just start like writing it down on a piece. We could call it like,
This was my
Well-
idea, so I think I get some like royalties and like cut-ins for.
I suppose.
I am copywriting this. Done.
So we had the word keepers. Maybe since we're doing so many scrawlings, we could call these sketchers.
I hate you all.
Okay.
Ganon. It's like you're ruining my world.
My face.
Why not?
Why
Tails
not?
is fucked. Why not this too?
Oh man.
Oh, my jaw hurts. Ow.
I don't care. It's all fun. I love it.
That's what I get for laughing and eating gummy bears at the same time. My
Oh,
whole
boy.
jaw locked up.
So, Titus,
Oh,
how
man.
are you gonna make sure to like be really safe on your? You said that it's gonna take you like 22 days to get back to Marshwood Web.
It's about a 20-day travel. Looking at Olden's map and estimating the time. I spoke to Eric and the boys, and they said that typically when they've run that route, it takes about 20 days if they're able to stay to the coast. There's a new city that popped up recently. On the north side of the Southland for ship travel. I don't think I can get myself to get back on the boat, and he gets kind of quiet, you know. But
I understand.
I think if I take a horse and ride it pretty hard, I should be able to get there in 20 days, give or take.
Well,
Do you need any money for the horse?
He like gestures, no. He's like, no, you've already taken on such a debt trying to help this Yakatsuku. This is the least I can do. I mean, we've gone through quite a bit together, and you've shared the rewards with me, so I feel it only fair for me to put a bit of this on me. I've got plenty of money, and he shakes one of the other pouches that is not the take gold. I've got a
So
good
much
amount-
gold.
I've got a good amount of money. So I'll
Killing me.
be all right.
Speaking of that, actually, if you could do us one more favor and just meet us at or I guess go with us to the workshop in the morning. Part of why I was looking for scraps and screws and things is I'd like to make like a little lockbox to maybe make your transport easier and more secure.
I mean, I could take a lockbox. I was thinking putting it in my pack, so it looks less conspicuous.
Oh yeah, we could make it small enough for it to fit in your pack. That wouldn't be difficult, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kitty. Hi,
Absolutely.
kitty.
Bye,
When's the
Lucy.
last time I saw your kitty, Alex? I don't even see your kitty anymore.
Yeah, she hasn't been coming in here. I don't know where she's at. In the house somewhere, I guess. But yeah.
Loki's
we
just
hope.
laying strangely right now. Like seriously, how's that comfortable?
Dog.
Oliver's been doing this weird thing where he like lays down and then presses his face sideways and sleeps
Mhm.
with it like tucked under his arm.
He's like an S.
Oh, buddy.
Well,
It's
he's
fine.
Loki's kind of forming an L with the couch, except it's reversed. So, like he's bent backwards, and this is on like the armchair.
Oh man.
It's a good stretch. Really doing that chiropractic
I mean, I
job.
think I can.
Yeah, dog cams. This should be a requirement
Dog
for stream. Dog cam.
Dog
Every
and
time.
cat cam.
Like that's the idiot.
Oh, good
Aw,
pupper.
I think they're good puppers.
Come on,
Oh.
it's dog cam time. Up.
There you
Dog
go,
cam.
good girl. Yeah, did a good girl.
Yeah, she's sleeping funny too. Look at this. She's sleeping
Yeah,
standing up.
weird.
Her wi-
Freaking
eyes wide.
weird. I don't
It's
even
creepy
know.
when dogs sleep with their eyes open like that.
Puppy cam, there's the other one. There's Alex's puppy.
Oh my gosh.
It's so
Lucy, you would love that puppy.
You can do a kitty cam too.
Yeah, kitty cam works.
Yeah.
I saw
Double kitty
them
cam.
for a second. Good job. Pets
My
of
red
the
bounce
night.
is a lot of whack. That's okay.
Yeah, it went. Just look really
Slightly normalized.
film.
Cool.
Sad Sack has 2 kitties now.
Oh boy.
So, oh no.
Yeah, the night continues on.
Keys. There we go.
He's
That's
got a
right.
tuxedo.
That's the old kitty. Old and
That's right.
boring kitty.
That's right.
The night is coming kind of a bit to a close.
All right.
Are you
Well,
doing-
you folks have a good day. Is there a window?
Yep. Sounds about right. Sounds
I knew it.
about
I
right.
fucking knew it.
Roll d20. If it's 1 through 5, no.
Come on.
6.
Yes.
There's a window, and that bitch opens.
Yeah.
How many stories up are we?
You're on the second story.
We're on the second.
Go ahead, Felicity.
Have a
Just
nice
one.
day. I open it up and I just flip out.
Oh.
Like I just lean back until I fall.
Like the diver
And
roll.
then acrobatics to
No.
land.
Not as
No?
much.
Sherpa's gonna run
Okay.
out there and make sure,
I just look,
like, he
I
didn't
like hold
die.
my head out.
Yeah. Me and Release both run to the window, like,
Both of you-
ah!
Both of you get to the window. He's just walking away, super calm.
He's actually
What a
like
freak.
hunched over, but he's moving too fast.
What the heck?
I don't think he is as old as he plays he is.
How did he not break his hip?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask him a lot of questions next time we see him.
Maybe he has a
Maybe he's-
titanium hip.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got like robot legs.
You need 7 punch him next time and see if your robot miss can break him.
Oh yeah, you feel free to
You-
mark him.
You are much stronger than I.
I thought a robot could punch a robot. I don't want to.
That's racist.
Are you,
I
Yeah,
don't
you're,
want
like,
to punch a
weirdly
robot and
hung
break
up
my
on
hand
are you calling
blue
Dazzak
people
a
and
robot?
robots.
I am.
Yeah, they're saying
because they
they're
just
saying
said
I've
that.
metal legs.
He's got titanium
Oh,
legs.
robot.
Yeah, yes, I say, yeah.
I don't want to punch metal and break my
Metal
hand.
legs, fleshy arm, whatever.
Yeah.
Unit 22
It's
was of the
executed.
combat class. I am of the arcane class.
Oh,
My strength was not necessary for the intelligence. That's why I have to get some clarification on the no physical contacts if I do join the vortex, because some
I
of my
hope you do.
spells require touch.
Hmm.
blue.
So you're saying you're a lover, not a fighter.
I don't know if what he did to those orc counts as
Yeah.
love. I threw up. when
Pretty
I saw that.
intense.
I love you.
That's what happens sometimes.
Well,
People love each
I
other.
don't actually have it prepared today, but it's like, no, there's a spell that if I touch them, I can remove some of their life essence.
Oh.
I mean,
I
doesn't
don't
all
wanna-
spells remove life essence to some degree?
Effin.
A lot
Yeah.
of spells
Evan-
destroy
I can't
the
wake up.
essence.
I can't wake up.
Some spells just destroy essence. Some adds it.
Oh.
I've been learning how to remove and transfer it as necessary.
Give me all your essence.
Now
So-
That sounded
useful.
wrong.
that's fancy.
Well, you saw one of that time with Unit 22.
That's true.
Oh,
yeah.
that was
That's
when
what you
the
did?
damage appeared on you.
I gave him some of my life.
That's pretty.
I don't wanna
intense,
take your
actually.
life. Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, life is continuously flowing, so I give some of it for a little bit, and it's just back the next day.
Oh.
I would
Okay,
like to
it's
imagine that
temporary.
he literally just like gave him some of his capacitors and resistors. Wasn't even a spell. Just
Yeah. So
There are also
reminds
spells
me.
that lets me take somebody else's life to heal myself.
That's
your
pretty baller.
designation was life bringer. Is that right?
Lifebringer, yes.
Life bringer. Sounds pretty literal now that I've heard all that.
where are you bringing it?
Well, he literally brought it to unit 2.
That didn't seem to have worked.
Hmm.
So it has already been brought in.
I guess so.
Well,
So,
Yep.
after you guys have been set for a bit, Dashrak leaves. It's maybe creeping upon midnight, and you hear a knock on the door.
is there people?
No.
I'm sitting cross-legged in the living room. Is
I'll
it just
stand behind the door.
Remind me, was it just like a single room with all these beds and stuff?
Multiple rooms.
Yeah, so I'll just be cross-legged, sitting in the middle of the center room. I don't need a bed.
I go and open the door.
Yeah, I'll be behind the door to like try and shut it close if need be.
Here's your delivery. Bah!
Yeah, exactly.
I got your pizza. Oh God!
I'm waiting though. I'm being patient, but I'm there.
The door opens, and in front of you, you see Astrophy.
Oh, I asked
Your
her.
girlfriend.
And she just looks and she goes, "Hey, everything? You got everything you need?"
Yeah. Actually, I didn't ask his name. What was the gentleman who stopped by earlier?
Who?
Somebody came by and delivered drinks. So that he was working for you?
Oh, the bellhop. Okay. Sorry, I was like, wait,
Don't.
who did-
I swear to God, Alex, I had a heart attack.
That was so funny.
We've been poisoned. Oh God!
Exactly.
That's funny.
My heart
Oh,
dropped.
missed
Great.
opportunity.
Now he's gonna do
Note
that to us
down.
in the
That's
future.
good.
I'm bringing some life to people.
Exactly. I'm ready.
Only two
They
of you
can discuss this.
do this.
That was Robbie. Robbie.
Oh,
was
okay.
Robbie Rotten?
Yeah, Rob, you're right.
Robbie was the boy you saw earlier. Did you find everything okay?
Thanks
Yeah,
for the
Everything's
drinks.
been great.
She looks through the crack of the door behind it, and she says,
And I just smile really big.
I assure you, it's quite safe." And she leans back. She says, "No problem." And she kind of looks through the crack, looks over your shoulder, see her looking at Unit 7, who's just in the middle of the room, And then she kind of looks back at you, and she's like, "All right, have a good night." And she just turns and starts walking off.
Contact her.
Um,
Contact her.
okay.
Invite her in.
Okay.
Follow her.
have a good night.
All right. And she walks
Touch her
off.
butt.
Hold it.
Alden!
Before the night ends, Kaitis.
Smell her hair.
What? Hold on.
Hey, excuse me, are your feet sweaty?
Stop!
What is wrong with you people? Why? Why? We're almost done with the session tonight. Why? What is wrong with you?
This is why I warned my family.
Sniff the air where she used to be
Great.
standing.
We love everything about us.
No. What is with the feet? What?
I hate feet. I hate feet so much.
What is going on?
Oh.
What? Okay, anyway, I guess. Back to D&D. Jesus.
Wait, what? Was she wearing sandals?
Stop.
You'll die in your sleep, and everything's fine.
Oh no, carbon monoxide.
You didn't say
That would've
that,
been
baby.
Kaitis will kind of sit next to you, Olden, maybe on a couch or a chair or something, or at a table. You're probably working on schematics, we'll say. And Kaitis kind of sits next to you.
Skinematic.
You see he has... Can someone just bump Kyle out? Kyle,
I try. I
don't you have
try.
something to do somewhere. I think your dog is calling you. Anyway, you see this purple gem in his hand, maybe 3 to 4 inches long. He's just kind of spinning it around his hand. I think I'm gonna give it up. You know, the ticket.
I mean, I can understand why. There's a lot wrapped up in that for you. But I mean, has my host treated you well?
It's a difficult question for me. You know, she's part of the reason my brother got pulled into all this in the first place. And I think part of me blames her for allowing him to come into the fold.
Yeah, I can't really claim to speak for Ravos, but I think for anybody who leads people like that, they probably have a little bit that blames themselves.
Yeah, I think I'm just done being her puppet. The decisions she makes, you know, affects people, and sometimes it's good.
You just gotta be your own person.
See him just
Gotta go
kinda
be free.
tapping the gem a bit with his fingers. I want you to have this.
You know. Sorry.
And is this something that I've seen before, or
This is the stone that
That's his
he-
Nokia.
Yeah, it's his Nokia. It's his hourglass. This is his thing that he used to talk to Ribos directly and to capture images and display images.
are you sure? I mean, this is pretty incredible piece of equipment.
Well, from what I've heard, you won't be able to use it to actually speak to Ribos directly. It's imbued with my blood, but you should be able to utilize its other features. But I just don't want something sitting next to me or in my pocket that could drag me in. I need to make a hard cut from this life and just move on. I know you've been itching to be part of it. I'd discourage you from it, but
Yeah, I mean, from what you've told me, I've started having second thoughts, actually. But
don't base any decision off of my experience. Everyone has their own. There's been plenty of the guys who've been doing it much longer than I have. But either way, I just... And he kind of just taps it and just slides it over and takes his hand off of it. I think I'm done.
Well, like I said, I understand that. I'll tell you what, I'll make a compromise with you. I'll hold on to this. Kind of feel like it's rightfully yours. I'll make good use of it, but if you ever want it back, I'll hold it for you.
Just nods. Sure. Guys, sit there for
Always
a
go
moment.
to my tribe. They'll make friends with you.
He just kind of looks over his shoulder and he says, well, yeah. If,
I mean, it's not a bad deal. You're obviously skilled enough for it.
Yeah, you're a skilled hunter.
I've
Well,
been-
tracker at least.
I've enjoyed, being in with you all, and he kind of gestures to the room, but I think I need some time on my own to really reflect. If it takes me there, I'll use your name. Looking at Cheryl.
Feel free anytime.
Princess Susu.
Well, and
Correct. They will
we've
deny
said this
you.
before, but just to reiterate, I mean, you can call on us at any time.
I know. Some things I want to do. Some people I need to see. But if our paths cross, I'll be happy to see you all again.
Yeah, likewise. Well, and I hope that tomorrow morning we can give you a proper send-off.
He just smiles. He says, yeah, I think you will.
What does that mean? Insight check.
Do you really insight check?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
Do
is
it.
this gonna like what's he up to?
Roll an insight check.
All right.
He's very emo. I'm afraid he's
16.
gonna go
Yeah,
out the
don't make
window
me-
like
We don't
Satzak
need to
did.
do any divers rolls out the window.
What'd you get?
16.
16. Oh yeah. I mean, you get the sense that it's definitely something off about what he said. I mean, you can't discern exactly what he means by that, but there's definitely something more to what he just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like, you gonna be all right?
I think so.
All right. I trust you.
Cool.
Just most of you.
The night goes on, and you guys get a full rest.
Yeah.
And
Dasharak, what are you doing?
Who?
Dazarek?
Dazarak.
Gonna go back to my abode and do the things I talked about.
Yep.
Also, the other thing I DM'd you about, but
What are the other things?
yeah,
Hey,
Go ahead.
What are you doing?
Go ahead.
Tell us.
Go ahead and say, because it's.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is try to look for trouble. So just see if there's
like it.
anyone that needs punching
Yeah.
or healing.
I approve.
Yeah. So give me a investigation.
Okay,
Gonna fit right in
I'm
with this
super
group.
good at that.
Right?
Apparently, because I got an 18.
You're able to find two people who had recently gotten a fight. One guy's just walking away from another guy that's unconscious on the ground.
Beat him up. Beat up the bad guy.
Do you want me to roleplay this or just?
Just what do you do?
I would make sure that they didn't deserve the punches and just heal them.
And through a bit of conversation, you're able to discern that it's just some disagreement. The guy was drunk and the other guy was drunk, and you're just sending them on their way home.
Okay, so.
Yep.
And then.
You an old
move on.
Batman?
You don't know.
I would have liked it if you just like ran up and punched him in the back of the head.
Okay, and what else?
And then I'll go back to the place that I am allowed to stay.
Yep.
And
we
I
stayed.
will talk to my plant
Shush.
about my day, kind of like a crazy person. And
Do you have a bonsai hammer too?
And just be kind of crazy
Yep.
for a bit with that, and then just go to sleep or meditate, I should say.
Very good, very good. Yeah, so the night ends, morning comes.
Also, I've cast alarm on the door as I do for everywhere I stay.
And what does alarm do again?
It's just like a tripwire, basically.
But you allow allies to come in, but just people who's not in your group, basically, to set off an alarm.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a door and there's a window, as we have set up in canon. They are more than 20 foot apart from each other. Do you do the door or do you do the window?
Just the door.
Just the door. Ooh, bold choice.
But yeah, I was at this one to
is the
produce an
alarm-
audible alarm.
Audible. Very good.
Yep.
Yeah, you set that alarm, all y'all go to bed, and when you wake up the next day, you guys all wake up, and as you kind of look around, Kaitis is gone.
Totally new.
Bitch.
And as
Since I was in the living room, would I have seen him leave?
you would have seen Kaitis get up, take out a piece of parchment and quill, write a note on the table, kind of gets the stuff, double checks it, ties his pack extra tight, double knots it, takes a deep breath before stealthily and with precision like hands opens and closes the door.
I'd say softly, good luck.
He just looks back at you, gives you a nod, and then closes the door. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Sick exit. Perfect for a rogue.
Yeah, baby.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, I have to go to bed. I've slept like shit, and tonight's not gonna look better. It's not looking better.